12er. This is episode 12. And this is take 2. Because my first one, my shit was all fucked up. And I noticed it about halfway through. And thought I fixed it. And I listened back and it still was fucked up. So now, I don't hear any crackling. That was mainly what it was. It was a bunch of crackling. And if I listen back to it and it annoys me, I know it's going to annoy you. So, delete. Take 2. It was kind of a shitty take anyways. I feel like I was rushing through it. A lot of rambling, even for me. And I'm the rambling man. I ramble like a mofo. So, fuck that take. We're going take 2. First and foremost, I have no notes. I looked in my phone. I had not taken any notes. So we're going strictly on my terrible memory of the week. And let's see. We could look at the calendar, I guess. Could tell us a little something. What I do, I worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yay. Yeah. And then I had to go in for a meeting on Wednesday. Wednesday, baby. Meet with the stupid lady. She's a nice lady. So I found out when my classes are going to be. They're going to be Wednesdays and Mondays. You guessed it. My 3-day work week is not going to work. So, and I kind of argued with the lady. I was like, that's why I only was working 3 days. So I had the whole rest of the week to do these dumb classes. And this kind of fucks that up. And she's like, yeah, I know. It's just those are the only days that it is. And she just kind of gave me this look like, it is what it is. And I'm just like, all right, I'll message the owner. Tell her I can't work on Mondays. And, yeah. And honestly, like right after, she was kind of giving me this little speech on how she's not trying to fuck me over. She's like, our goal here is to just get you through treatment and not trying to mess with your life or anything, and we just want to get you back into the world and And then she's like, all right, so it's going to be Mondays and Wednesdays. And I'm like, fuck. I literally was just kind of smoothing in to a routine. And, yeah, so now that's out the window. I mean, I can still work Saturdays and Sundays, so it's not like a huge deal. But I was just like, cool, I can make money 3 days a week and then go to my classes and everything will be perfect and da-da-da. Nope. So now, with not working Mondays, now I'm going to get some monkey wrench of whenever the owner wants to throw me in for a third day, which she's already taken advantage of, that I'm going to work on a Friday, like the 24th or something. So, not a huge deal. We'll just have to be pliable and, go with the wind, as they say. So, trying to stay positive, although there are definitely moments where I am not thinking positive, but it's all good. So, I'll just focus on some other things, play video games, do my dumb podcast, order BMX bikes. Speaking of BMX bikes, I ordered another one. My buddy was like flicking me shit about the one that I bought that I put up for sale. He's like, if it was a Sunday, I would have bought it. And I was like, oh, what color you want? I'll get you one. And he like sent me a picture of one that he wanted, and I was like, all right, I got you. So I just fucking ordered it, and it came in the mail today. So I sent him a picture of it. I was like, hey, here's that bike that you didn't want. And he's like, fucking, I didn't think you were going to actually order it. I don't have any money right now. Like, it's all good. It'll be safe in my garage. All locked up, ready when you are. And if you don't want it, I'll put it on the marketplace. Or I'll ride it. Because that other one that I bought, that I actually like it quite a bit, and I just keep staring at it. And every week that nobody buys it, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to just fucking ride that thing. I lowered the price one more time. Lowered it down to like $350. I think I paid $340 altogether for it. So if nobody wants to buy it for $350, I'm just going to freaking tighten it up, and take it for a ride. Try and learn how to bar spin. Because I can't just stare at it. And if nobody else wants it, I'm going to ride it. And my old bike is so freaking heavy, and there's just, I don't know. My old dinosaur bike is for riding to work. It's not for trying to do tricks. So, the anonymous bartender, the Bartenders Anonymous podcast host, professional BMX rider in training. Just kidding, I can't do any of that shit. But it is more fun than walking. So, I'll be mobbing around, doing what I can, jumping over a manhole, jumping up on a curb, which jumping up on a curb is actually kind of terrifying. I feel like when you're younger and you're just like, just go fast and just jump with your bike and you can kind of get up there. But when you're actually like trying to like learn how to bunny hop properly and you're going at a curb, it's like trying to hit an ollie on a skateboard, I imagine. It's kind of scary until you're good at it. And I'm not good at it, so I just be riding around. No brakes. And it's fun at nighttime when I'm done working. And it's like 11:30 at night and I'm just bombing down hills with no brakes. That's my YOLO. I'm like, we be flying. Putting way too much faith in this bike that I put together. But it hasn't failed me yet, so fingers crossed, knock on wood, all that crap. Let's see, what do you guys want to talk about? I already did this once. I was spent. I bitched about my schedule that I thought I had worked out the window. Now I'm going to try and think of some more shit. Excited about going to my groups, which the lady told me that the first group is just going to be me. I'm the group. And I have no idea what to expect, so I'm just going to try and show up with a smile on my face and go, yeah, let's get this shit over with. I'm so happy to be here. Let's talk about our feelings. She did say she will never give me homework, so I like that. So we'll get through it. It'll be fine. Twice a week. And then every once in a while she'll throw another counselor session at me, so I'll have to do that twice a month. It's a lot of shit. I'm starting to see why the judge kind of flicked me a, what did he say? He's like, yeah, so there'll be a bunch of stuff for you to go through, and trust me, there's a lot of it. And I was just kind of like, whatever. Better than jail and a fine and da-da-da. I'm getting to a point where I'm like, it might be easier. Just give me the fucking fine so I can go to work. I'm already like, my work schedule is compromised already. It hasn't even started yet. To where I'm only going to be technically able to work 2 days a week and then see if she gives me a third day. So it's already messing with my money. And I was thinking about all the people that didn't have a 401k to cash out that would be in the same boat as me. And if they worked Monday through Friday swing shift, they would be fucked. Because the classes are at 6 p.m. And it's like, well, even at my old job, that's where I would be going to work. And I don't know. I think it's just meant to be annoying and such a pain in the butt that when you finally get through it, assuming you didn't lose your job and get kicked out of your apartment, when it's all said and done, you go, I'm never fucking drinking and driving ever again. Because I kind of feel that way already. I think of all the times I drank and drive, and I'm like, if I would have only known that this would be extremely inconvenient, I would have learned how to use Uber better. Yeah. It's a lot. It's some bullshit, but it's a lesson you got to learn. And luckily I didn't fucking kill anyone. Or yeah, it could have been a lot worse. So YOLO. Yeah. But then you don't just explode. You got to wake up the next day and deal with your bullshit. So learn your lessons, people. Be preemptive. Learn from other people's mistakes. Take them to heart. Go, yeah, you should get an Uber. Or you should walk to the bar. If you're going to be a hooligan. Be a smart hooligan. And then you don't have to go through all these stupid hoops. But whatever. Also, being sober for 3 months will probably save me so much money. Assuming I don't spend it all on BMX bikes and hats. Oh, speaking of hats. I said this on the last one that I deleted, but I sewed my first patch onto a hat. Learned how to sew and do a little knot. Got a knot on my little needle and thread, and I sewed a fish onto my hat, and it looks pretty good. It's a little rough because it was my first patch I've ever sewn, but as much as I love the heat gun that I can just like freaking shoot the patch and iron it on there, the heat it will destroy the hat, and so it probably work good for like putting a patch on a jacket or something. You could use the heat gun, but I think sewing is just all around better. So if I can just get a little bit better at that, and also have the patience, but I'm gonna have so much time on my hand, just the one hand, on my hands, that yeah, I'll sew some patches. But now I feel like it's gonna take me another week to get into a groove. I was just about into a groove, and now I just feel off again until I start doing the classes. So I'll go to work tomorrow, start my 2-day work week, and then Monday I'll go to my dumb class, and I'll be full of positivity, and I'll learn to not be a shithead, and yeah, and I'll ride my bikesicle, as my cousin used to say. So you want to go ride our bicycles? Yes, let's go ride bicycles. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one, I'm definitely gonna knock that one out of the garage and just start riding it. If no one buys it in like 4 days. But there's not a lot of people I think that are just like throwing around $350. Are we in a depression right now? I don't know. I've been investing in stocks, throwing a bunch of money into the stock market just so it's not sitting in my checking account, and not a lot of movement. It's been like down $50, down $100, up $100, back down $50. It's not as glamorous as hey, we made $1,000 today. It's very much a slow burn. So, but it's fun to go on and just invest and pretend you're a businessman. Like, I got this stupid money that I don't know what to do with. Let's throw it into Apple or Amazon or whatever and gamble this way. It really is just another form of gambling. But if you look at like the past 5 years, generally, you just pick a stock that's gone up the past 5 years and go, yeah, just throw it in there and forget about it. As opposed to the day traders. Those are the ones that are really gambling. And I guess you can get smart and learn some patterns and stuff and throw $1,000 in here, cash it out at the right time, and make $300. And then you just, I don't know, then you got to pay taxes and shit, and nothing is ever as like easy and like, oh, made $500, no repercussions. It's always like, hey, you finally made $500. Okay, now you got to give $200 to Joe Biden or whatever. It's just, I don't know. There's no easy way to do it. Government's still going to get their piece. That's why I thought I was going to be a genius and sell BMX bikes on Facebook Marketplace. I can make $50 there, not have to give it to the government. And nobody wants to buy my stupid BMX bikes. So, on to the next plan. I'll just have to go to work, I guess. Or sell my house. By the time I'm ready to sell my house, I bet no one will want to fucking buy my house. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got like a year or two to figure it out before my 401k money runs out, assuming I don't start working full time. But we'll see. Time shall tell. But until then, I'll just buy more BMX bikes. Maybe if I have more of them, then people will be more likely to buy them. I'll go, well, I got it in blue. I got this one in orange. I got 3 different brands. I don't know. I think I'm just losing my fucking mind out of boredom. And it's so hot, I can't even really go outside and play. Like, for a while, I was going and playing some basketball or something just to go get my freaking heart rate up, get some cardio. But it's going to be like 100 degrees this week. So I'm just going to be fucking sitting in my house. Maybe I'll try to read again. Play some video games. Oh, yeah, I've been playing Far Cry 6 on the PlayStation 5. And as I expected, it's just like every other one. But luckily, I like every Far Cry game. I like each one of them. So, new one, it's pretty much the same. Fuck it. I'm still going to play it. It's fun. Blow shit up. Stab people with machete. You get a pet alligator that you can sick the alligator on people and he fucks them up. It's good. It's fun. Other than that, I don't know. I need some more hobbies. I have to order some more hats and patches so I can just make a bunch of hats. I'm running out of ideas, folks. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I gotta go to my stupid classes. I'm becoming a broken record. And I didn't do any notes this week. I feel like it's slipping away. Ah, God bless you. Speaking of the God bless you rant about last week, literally after I recorded that podcast and I put it up and everything, I went for a walk the dog at the park, clear my head, and I get 100 yards into the park and there's a big old chalk sign that's like, have a blessed day. I'm just like, all right, I'll chill out. God bless us, everyone. I'm being kind of a hard ass on the people saying God bless you to everyone. My girl's like, maybe you should start going to church. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should. I don't particularly want to, but I know it would probably be good for me. That's how this is going to end up. I'm going to end up at church. Maybe I'll get a good message. I probably do need some freaking Jesus in my life. I still pray. Pray every so often. Pray for patience. Which some days I have more than other days. Some days I'm wound pretty tight. Like we played, now I can't remember if I talked about this already or if it was on the last one, but we went golfing, me and the lady, and no patience. I had very little patience. And I forgot we were even going to play. And I was just like playing video games. And she's like, oh, you're home? I thought, why didn't you text me that you were home? I'll be right over so we can go golf. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I hadn't eaten lunch, so my stomach was a little empty. And you know how that be getting when you're got an empty stomach and then you try and do something for 3 hours or 2 hours. And so whatever, we make a tea time, and I go in there like a half hour early. And she's like, how can I help you? And I'm like, oh yeah, I need to pay for my 6 o'clock, and then I was going to get a large bucket for the driving range. She's like, driving range is closed. I'm like, okay. Then I guess I'll just pay for my round. And I was trying to be nice. Everything's cool. And she was just fucking rude. And she's like, are you walking or riding? And I was like, we were going to ride if that's okay. And she's like, yeah, cart has to be in by 8:30. I was like, okay, no problem. And she's like, no later. And she like gives me the eye. And I was like, okay. And it's become kind of a running gag that the people running the golf course are just kind of shitty. They're just, I don't know, they need to pray for patience. Because 70% of the time that you go into a place to pay for a round of golf, they are an asshole to you. And I don't know if it's just because I'm not an old man that's been going there for 30 years. I'm like the next generation of golfer that they don't know if I'm a dickhead or not. They just assume I'm an asshole. They look at my face and they're like, you're an asshole. I'm going to be an asshole to you. And I'm just like, okay, here's $40. Have a nice day. Because you only have to talk to them for like 5 minutes. And then it's like you're just out playing on the course. Everything's fine. But those 5 minutes, man, I just want to jump over that fucking counter and be like, what is your problem? Who hurt you? So, I don't know, whatever. Got the cart. And no driving range, so no warm-up. So my shot was kind of all over the place. And it was cool for the first, 7 holes. Those last 2 holes, my hanger was starting to set in. And I'd fuck up a shot. Freaking throw my club behind me or something. And, yeah. I was a little aggro by the end of it, but whatever. It is what it is. Got to play some golf. Not ideal golf, but golf nonetheless. And, yeah, so patience is what I'm saying. I need more patience. And with that patience comes eating lunch. Gotta eat lunch. Don't forget to eat lunch, people, because you will get hangry. Around 4 o'clock if you skip lunch. Bad idea. I've graduated from making sandwiches at home to making gyros. Went to a place, a town over, like a Mediterranean restaurant, and they do gyros or whatever. And I'm like, this is basically a chicken sandwich, but it's on pita bread instead, and it's delicious. And so I've been trying to perfect the gyro at home. And, yeah, so just get some pita bread and start making gyros at home. You don't have to go to the food truck, which it's good to support small business, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to make a sandwich. You can make a gyro. I say that mainly because my buddy makes fun of me for eating a bunch of sandwiches, and I talk about it on the podcast. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm making gyros now. Maybe another couple weeks I'll start making actual burritos. Chicken burritos. Start doing a little Chipotle style out of my own house. $12 burrito, make it for $3. It's a good business plan. All right, well, the last podcast that I deleted was a little bit longer than this, but I am out of things to talk about, especially since I didn't do any notes this week. But generally, I'll be work my 2 days and then have my 2 days of groups for alcoholics. And, yeah, we'll find out how that goes. I'll let you know about it next week. So, God bless. Have a good week. Have fun with whatever you guys are doing. And remember to pray for patience. And don't be a dick. Even if someone else is being a dick. But if they're being a really big dick, you should probably be a little bit of a dick too. But try not to be. That's the message of the week. Also, I should probably go to church. I'm going to try and find time to go to church. Maybe. All right. Love you, Mom. Bye.